Hi guys. Right, I thought I'd bring you along while I created some face masks and face stuff, because everybody's been wearing, I've got a face mask on at the moment for other reasons. I've just had some dental work done, so I'm keeping a face mask on to prevent infections and because I don't want people to see my dental work. But wearing these face masks is giving me spots, and I've seen that it's giving a lot of other girls spots as well. I find it also does that when I have to use my nebuliser mask all the time as well. I always get spots in the same area and I end up with scarring. I've also got the vitiligo, which is like a change in skin coloration that I've been getting for the last couple of years out of nowhere. It might be to do with my sun allergy, or it might be to do with like my time of life, you know, hormonal. But so I thought I'd show you the face masks that I'm going to make to try and help that, and maybe a serum as well if I can fit it in. Alright, I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible with no editing. Oh, cats, get down. Get down. Okay, so I'm going to do a calcium bentonite mask with activated charcoal. Now that's like a deep cleansing mask, which will like purify the skin, you know. Calcium bentonite is full as earth. It's a natural clay mineral, principally montmorillonite, consisting mainly of hydrated aluminium silicates that contain metal ions such as magnesium, sodium and calcium. So, and it's really good at drawing out all the toxins in the skin and in the body in general. That's why I use it in my bath bombs and that as well. Right, so I'm going to use in this first one, I'll use a little jug. Make sure that you can see what I'm doing, shall we? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to use a 1/2 cup measure of bentonite clay. I didn't really want to make all the mess in here. I was going to do it in the kitchen, but the kitchen's a mess and hasn't got any lighting, so this house hasn't been a very good success story. But I have finished decorating the lounge, which was a waste of time, but never mind. Anyway, so I've got the calcium bentonite. In this one I'm going to use activated charcoal. Oh, that's right, actually, I think, yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 1/2 and 1/4 cup of calcium bentonite, because I need to use a small amount of activated charcoal. It's very overpowering stuff. Gets everywhere. I hate the stuff. Well, I don't hate it, I love it, but you know. Right, here I've got my activated charcoal. And we're going to use 1 tablespoon of activated charcoal. My finger's locked. Excuse if you can hear shouting outside. I live in a crap area. So we want a tablespoon of activated charcoal. Look at how black this stuff is, guys. It goes all over the place. It's like really fine. So that's really good for me to be wearing my mask properly, because it gets into the lungs if you're not careful, the same as the clays do. So there's a tablespoon of activated charcoal. It's gone everywhere. Okay. Get the lid on that before it goes all over the place, because it has done enough times on me in the past. I do like making an activated charcoal soap though, they do come up lovely, don't they? As you probably know if you've been to my house before and had my activated charcoal soap. Okay. Right. To start stirring this in, we want to try and blend it in without getting it everywhere. Look. Oh. See, if you let it puff up too much, that's why I'm being very slow with it. If you let it puff up, it just will blow everywhere. Now, activated charcoal is what they use to pump your stomach out when you've taken an overdose. And that is why it is so good in skincare. My finger keeps locking, sorry guys. That's why it's so good to use in skincare, because it really detoxifies. It's really purifying. Anything that's not wanted inside your body will be pushed out with it, you know. Or in this case, probably pulled out of it. Some people nowadays just take activated charcoal on a regular basis orally. I won't give any recommendations about that because I don't agree with giving out medical advice. But that's something to look up if you're interested in that sort of thing. So, we've got the two powders blended together. Now we need to make our liquids, what we're going to add. I'm going to do an essential oil blend for this batch that will be about 5 to 6 drops of a mixture of tea tree. I'll do like 2 to 3 drops, and I'll do 2 drops of tea tree, 3 of lavender, and 1 of frankincense in this. So, frankincense, very expensive essential oil, but very, very good for so many causes and purposes. Lavender, soothing, and tea tree is deeply cleansing, antibacterial, everything. I'm not going to sit and tell you everything that tea tree oil is. I'm sure you've heard of it. In this little glass here, I'm going to make up this blend. I'll go 2 with the tea tree, 1, 2. Excuse me, huffing and puffing, but I can't breathe very well. 3 lavender. Much slower out these small bottles. I've even got 3 in there, yeah. 1, 2, 3. That's so slow coming out. And 1 of the frankincense. Oh, that was 2, but that won't hurt. With lavender, you can do quite a bit more if you want to as well, before it starts causing any problem for the skin. Tea tree oil is quite strong, but was also quite safe for the skin. Right, and that's the essential oil blend, which is beautiful together. Now I'm going to add a couple of drops of different carriers. I've got some jojoba oil here, so I'm going to do like 1 to 2 drops of that. I don't have hardly any left. I've got some ordered. Then, what did I want? Cats, will you stop? Wheels, please, stop. Wheels! Wheels! Cupid! Stop it! Oh, is it 8 or Cupid? I want 1 to 2 drops. This is vitamin E oil, which looks gross. And bath bombs. I should have got a pipette. Yeah. Going in with a squirt of aloe vera. Hey guys, calm down a bit. I want an 1/8 of a teaspoon or a pinch really of silk peptide powder. I mean, there are so many ingredients that you can use in different face masks and that. These are just 2 very basic face masks for 2 different purposes. My finger's locked again. So, sorry guys, it's getting harder and harder to do things with my fingers at the moment. They are not really working very well. I'm trying not to get too needle. What's the point in that? Okay, so this is silk peptide, which is basically silk. I'm going to add a very silkiness to our mix. It's locked again. Show you how it unlocks. I'm trying to open it at the moment. Right, I'm trying to pull it open, but it won't open. It's just locked. Like that. Did I say 8 o'clock? Oh, and some glycerin, which I'll use about a quarter of. No, I'll use about a tablespoon of glycerin. No. What will we go for? Let's go for half a tablespoon of glycerin, shall we? And then we'll do half a tablespoon, a bit more of, oops, wrong thing. A bit more of the aloe. There it is. You could moisten this with green tea, or you could moisten this with like liquid green tea, or you could moisten this with floral water, or just normal water, distilled water. There's a lot of different things on the market that you can use as water or liquid binder here. I'm going to add a drop more of the aloe vera in, because I want that to soothe where we're at with this. Glycerin. And look at my silk in there. Can you see it? Apparently it binds well with essential oils and so on. I might need to add a bit of water to that just to bring it up a little bit on the moisture, because you want the mask the dry material to become a nice thick paste that you can paint onto your face. I'll make a little divot in there. Do you mind not making so much noise, cats? All my girls are in season. One's escaped, which is not a good thing. As you can see, this gets very black and it does get very messy. If you are not careful, it will go everywhere. So do move it around slowly. Be prepared for quite a bit of cleaning up after you've used the mask as well, but it's well worth it. Now, every one of these ingredients is great for the skin. Natural ingredients. It's actually needing loads more liquid, probably because I added more powder, didn't I? Oops. So, we will, I need to get some more aloe vera juice. I had thought I'd bought some, but I'm sure I'll put it in a cupboard somewhere or something. One more squirt of jojoba. I'm going to go with a little squirt of apricot as well, because I do like apricot kernel oil. It's a nice lightweight oil. A little bit more vitamin E. And some more glycerin. Yeah, you can mix this up with apple cider vinegar, green tea, pure aloe vera. Sunny. Stop. Gonna just start adding water after this because I don't want to add any more different oils, do you know what I mean? But we need to obviously be wetter than this. Hoping not to edit, guys, so I'm sorry about the cat noises you can hear in the background, but that's what happens when you have 12 cats. Oh, my hand. My finger's locked again. And yeah, I got the bottles and all the packaging open before I even started the video because I knew that I wouldn't be able to on video. I'm gonna swap over to this tool because I think I might be able to handle it better. tonight I'm going to let my daughter use this one, which is the Deep Cleansing Activated Charcoal Bentonite Clay face mask with tea tree oil, frankincense and lavender and aloe vera. And then I'm going to use the other one myself. My daughter turned 16 the other day, and both my son and daughter, my younger two, who are both now 16, passed all of their grades yesterday, and I'm very, very proud of them. Very proud of them. They've both gone into what they've chosen to do, especially after everything we've been through for the last 7 years of their education. It's not been easy for them, and I think they've done remarkably well. They've had very little support even from me because I've been too poorly. Thank God they've had the people in our lives who have supported us, because I don't know how we'd have got through it without. But they have done me very proud. I'm very, very honoured to be their mum. It doesn't matter what you grow up with. It doesn't matter what you go through. If you want to make a better world for yourself, it's only you that can get up and go out and do that. I'm glad to say that for all of what my kids have been through, that's what they seem to have come out understanding the most. And believe me, no one would have blamed them if they'd have sat at home and moped about and cried about why me, why does my life have to be like this? But no, they didn't. I got on with it, and they've been great supports to me. And we have a lovely family unity between us. Now it's getting into that sort of thick pasty. It's really hard work. I should have used bigger bowls, but with bentonite clay, or with, I think it's with all clays, but I know that with bentonite clay and that it's you shouldn't really use metal at all. Like, you should only use, well, certainly once it's wet you should use wood or plastic, because metal makes it let off a smell for some reason. It's something to do with chemistry. I can't remember right now. I did read all about it once, but it's something to do with chemistry, that when you mix aluminium, I think it's aluminium or metal of some type, mixing with the calcium bentonite clay, has a tendency of causing a farty fragrance. Nice, not what you want to put on your face. So I think we've got a good blend going on here. I just need to get to the bottom bit. There's still powdery stuff down the bottom there, look. I've got to zoom out. Hang on. Oops. No, it is zoomed out on a silly cat. Oh, my finger. Sometimes I think it's just not going to pop back one time. No, it'll be locked forever. Sky, stop it. Young lady, let me see you. I'm actually going to put one more of each essential oil as well, because it's obviously more than what I've thought it was going to be. I should have just gone with the half cup, I think, but never mind. I can put it in some pots, and I'm sure there's quite a few girls that will come round and want to use it. Again, I'm going to drop of this water over there. I could do have a cup of coffee or tea or whatever. I'll be cooking dinner for us today, a roast dinner for us, which is very, very good. He's going on to do cookery at college. I'm real proud of all my kids, you know. There's a lot of low-life crap that goes on around the area I live, as you probably know if you're aware of what's gone on lately. And the kids have really turned out good people, good souls, always trying to help others and be kind and not maybe being appreciated. Time comes to those who are good though. It's really hard to get to that bottom. I kind of want to tip it out into a big bowl, but plastic was better at the moment, and I really only have the smaller plastic ones available right now. Looks so messy. I love it. It's like making mud pie when you're a kid, isn't it? You look, it's all over me. But yes, I mean, how easy is that? And when you work out the prices, I won't sit and discuss prices right now, but I buy bulk online. I use all this stuff for making my soaps and bath bombs and everything else. And, you know, when you think about how much you pay for a tube of this stuff at the shop, and they put in a load of chemicals that you don't even understand and you don't need in there, and you can just sit at home and make this up, and it it's got to be a lot cheaper than that, hasn't it? Eek. I'm really wishing I'd used a machine to do this. I want to get this stick out because it's too breaking up if I'm not careful. It needs more moisture, doesn't it? And more space, I think. My hands hurt. All of that. I'm going to have to go in this one, I think, because it's the only way I'm going to get to that bottom. There you go. That's better. pristine. Now, I'd normally speed all this up, but I think I'm going to just leave it going because it is what it is. Oh, it's so stiff. But yeah, as you can see, we're quite nicely blended in now. I've got a few little powdery bits. Oh, yeah. Slop, slop. Very satisfying. Yeah. Okay, so that's the activated charcoal and calcium bentonite clay with tea tree oil, frankincense and lavender essential oil blend and aloe vera. Please stop making so much noise, girls. You're so rude. Ugh, right, so I'm going to upload all of that stuff there, and I will pop this into pots as well, but I won't do that on camera because you don't really need to see me loading it into little pots, do you? I'll probably load up 1 or 2 on camera, but you know. Okay, there's your activated charcoal. Deeply detoxifying mask. And obviously when you come to adding it to your face, if it's a little bit dry at that point, you can add just a little bit more water, clean water, and it will moisten it up. Get it on your face, let it dry on for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then wash off, rinse off well, and moisturise. You should be good. Next we will go, let's get rid of these gloves and we'll start again. Oh, sorry babe girl. Could really do the cover. Okay, next is my one. I might not do the face serum on this video, I'll do that tomorrow because I don't want to overdo it. Actually, I'll stop this one and go on to another video for the next one. Okay, thanks for joining me guys, much love, breathe easy folks, I'll see you again soon. Get that on your